On there. Yeah, I'm going to change the position of this. All right. Hey, everyone. We're getting her going here. We're getting the stream fired up. My name is Lefty Beetle. And we're here. And we're here and we're rocking. I think I got her figured out. There we go. So, yeah. We're sitting here. We're out here. We're in here, I guess. Hello. Hello, hello. There we go. What's going on, gang? It's been a little while. Just almost forgot how to fire this thing up, but what you got to do is you got to make sure it's on your laptop and armed to go live, and then you go to your phone and then you hit go live. So yeah, that's what you got to do. If you just go live from your phone, it doesn't work. Now, why does that say Birdwatch? It says Birdwatch. I'm editing the title. No, this isn't Birdwatch. This is album teaser. Does it say album teaser? Yeah. Hopefully it says album teaser. And Smuggler, I heard you were taking bets on what the album might be called. I don't know if you won or not. Maybe you did. You guys want to hear some? YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain a smooth streaming. I am plugged directly into Ethernet, into router, and it still wants to kind of scuff. However, I'm not going to worry about that too much. Gang, here's what we're going to worry about. We're going to worry about this kind of stuff. I'm just going to play a couple of half songs for you guys. You've heard some of this maybe, right? Some people have. Fall was turning into winter, or getting into winter, yeah. We'll go through a few songs, talk about it, do all that stuff. Is it too loud? Is it clipping? Anything going on? Alexandra, the Bat Queen. Hold on. Or you can listen to it on a tape. You can listen to tapes if you want. You can buy digital, you can listen to digital, but you can also listen to it on tape. That's it. She loves it. All right. That song called Be Together is going to open the album, Passerine Dream. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Lefty Beetle, also known sometimes as Dave. And we made ourselves an album during this, horrible time off where nobody could do anything. We couldn't do anything as performers and entertainers. We couldn't be out there doing what we wanted to do. So what else do? Everyone has their own level of how they're going to do things, or if they're not going to do things, people are going to withdraw, people are going to come forward. Everybody's got their own pace at which they will kind of ease back into things. I decided to make an album, and what you're hearing now are going to be parts from that album. I don't know about whole songs, but this album drops across all the major streaming services. I don't know if we should name any by name, but you know what they are. It's where you get your music, where you listen to music, where you stream music from, the major sites. It's going out across all those digital platforms on the 3rd of May. So 5/3, or in Europe, 3 of 5. Yeah, that was great. Quack the Mandalorian, right on. Hey, this is Pepper. Pepper's been my assistant for months here. And let's just go right into something else, should we? Let's just give a little give and go here. You guys have been instrumental in having me think about things and do things and get fired up to do stuff. It's a song called Little Dreams.
Oh, the little birds, they are at war as they fight for their piece of suburbia. There's hope in everything that waits. You're worth more to me than double takes. Little dreams can turn
Welcome, welcome, welcome. All are welcome. We're taking just a little preview of the album that I've been making for the last few months. Feel free to come and go. Feel free to watch the VOD later. All that stuff. But that was a song called Little Dreams. That's track number 2 on the album. A lot of friends helping out on that one. Those in the Scuff Beetle world will know Bob playing some orchestrations on that one, and also Martise Falcone with some drumming, and then slide. That slide playing is a friend of mine named Steve, who I also play with in the Scuff Beetle world, and the rest was me. So, yeah, all right, let's Plant Devil in the house too. Thanks for being here, you guys. We're gonna continue on here with track number 3 from the old album here, the new album, I should say. This one called On and On, and this is Martise on drums, me on most everything, and my buddy Eric doing some cool stuff in the bridge. Wait for it, check it out. On and On. All right, that was On and On. That is track number 3 on the album, which is being called Passerine Dream. It's in the title. It's also in the comments section. Here's some weird stuff. It's either her shaking this or it's I got laundry going off in the distance. Don't worry about that. We're going to continue on now. Do another song with This next song that I'm going to play is called Driver, and it is me on guitar, lead vocals, backing vocals, bass, and then Martise Falcone picks up on the drums and some lead guitar work. So here we go. This will be Driver, track number 4 from the album that I've been making.
I just ran out of luck, trying to survive. My tab was $50. I have 35. And I don't want to do what's wrong, and I don't always do what's right, but I'm gonna need a sober driver tonight. There'll be hell to pay, so put it on my tab. 'Cause when my back was turned, I felt all the stabs, and the haters who drag me down, and the lovers who pick their fights, are the reasons I need a sober driver tonight. Nothing else to say that I ought to know. Nowhere else to stay. Nowhere else to go. No, I can't go home. At least not yet. I can't face the music or pay my debts. And I know that I left it wrong, but I didn't wanna fight. Now I need someone to take me home tonight. In the morning light, in the mirror above, you look so beautiful. I think I'm in love, and my head is spinning round, but everything feels right, 'cause I'm so glad that I came home to you tonight. Yes, I'm so glad that I came home to you tonight.
This is a song called Driver. The band is Passerine Dream. Well, that's the name of the project, and that's the name, the self-titled name of the album. I'm Lefty Beetle, also known as Dave, and we made an album when we were shut down here for the last year. Started getting kind of serious about the album in the fall, I guess. Started probably talking about it on some streams, and I'd gone to visit Young and Nini a couple times, and I was trying to get it revved up, you know, trying to get my songs put together and call in some different people for their areas of specialty. And my original idea was to try to do everything myself. kind of funny. But no, man, to make something like that, you got to have help, right? So even though all the intentions and ideas are there, it just, man, you gotta try to draw from somewhere, draw inspiration, or somebody plays a guitar lick and you're like, yes, that's the one. Or someone says, here's what I think for a beat, and you go yes or no, or you just move along as you go. And I was really pretty happy with. We're going to have vinyl, we're going to have CDs. Don't be afraid to look around a little bit on the internet and find it. Passerine Dream is where it's going on. We're technically in sort of a pre-order mode, I guess. I'm not really trying to I'm here to celebrate rather than self-promote. I hope you guys don't take this like I just want everyone to buy this. I'm just here celebrating. I'm celebrating an amazing accomplishment, a feat that I never knew that I could get this far with my own songs. I say that with an asterisk. I've had original music appear on a lot of different albums and different projects and different bands over the years, but to sit here and be the producer and do the thing, and I did almost all of I did every one of my parts within this 10 square feet right here. 10-foot square, by the way, not 10 square feet, that's pretty small, but 10-foot square. I did all of my parts in this 10-foot square spot where I'm sitting right now. So for me to sit here and listen back to the masters, and again, you're listening to this out of a little 10-inch speaker only coming out of one side, really. Once you guys get this album in your earbuds or on your home speakers or whatever, it's gonna sound freaking killer. I'm telling you, you don't even have to doubt that for 1 minute. I'm gonna move on to a song that I had kicking around in my head and in various demo forms for a long time called "Hometown." And this one's a little tough for me to talk about, maybe without getting a little sentimental, a little choked up, even because oh shit, here we go. I should have just talked about it and not stopped. But it's based on some things that my dad used to tell me when I was younger, and he got sick and passed away a few years ago. And I always kind of remember it. He always said, if you ever get in a tough spot, you'll always know where your home is. You can always come back. We won't judge. We won't. You're always welcome at home. And that's something that my dad used to tell me, and so I kind of incorporated that into a song that is called "Hometown." And I had some help on this one. This one is me on most everything, but I've got my buddy Eric on backing vocals. And I've got Johnny Longballs makes an appearance on this one here. You guys know Johnny Longballs. He's going to be playing drums on this one here. This is "Hometown." And I never apologize for getting emotional. It's just part of life, and that's just how it goes. Let's do "Hometown."
Don't forget where you come from.
it kind of rocks, but it still gets me. That's Hometown from this album we're calling Passerine Dream. I'm the host of the show, Lefty Beetle, also known as Dave, and this is the album I made while in lockdown. I think it might be time to rock a little bit. This is me on everything except drums and the guitar solo, both of which on this next one, played by Martise Falcone, and this one is Path of Least Resistance. Martise Falcone. Yeah, that one was The Path of Least Resistance. And I still love to this day the old punk rock, the Ramones and the Clash, and they're just anything, Subhumans. I don't know what, you can go on down the list, but I needed to have a bit of a one of those on there. Yeah, but I also put on harmony vocals. So what do you do? What do you do with that, right? So that's some high stuff, man. I was like challenging my high register there. We're deep within the ground. It was like trying to push myself to go pretty high. Uh, I hope you enjoyed that one. That was Path of Least Resistance. Got a couple more here on the album that we'll tease today. I'm going to do one now that It already exists on this YouTube channel, on this Lefty Beetle channel. I put a partially completed version of this on called "Feel My Heartbeat." I did a lyric video for it. A couple months ago, whenever it was. But we've taken it up a notch. We got studio drums on this now. So this is again on drums. This will be Martise, and this will be myself, yours truly, on everything else. And this is lead guitar, bass guitar, acoustic guitar, vocals, whatever, keyboards, whatever. The rest is me. This one is Feel My Heartbeat. No, wait. Yeah, let's play Feel My Heartbeat since I already teased it. I already teased this one, but that's right. You guys might have heard this one. Here we go. Dedicated to Stahl's Blues.
And just because you're standing there and I'm standing here doesn't mean this should happen today. I guess I'll just drive away. And just because I'm a writer doesn't mean the words come easily, but you make me feel so good inside. You make me feel that I can touch the sky. And just because I'm up on stage doesn't mean I think that I am all the rage or some guy in the sage. And just because I'm a writer and I stare at a screen all day doesn't mean I know what to say, just like yesterday. So I'll express myself some other way. You make me feel so good inside. You make me feel that I can touch the sky. You make me feel so good inside. You make me feel that I can touch the sky.
What's up, Baltimore? Brian.
You're my heartbeat. You're my air. You're the cool breeze in my hair. You're my everything. The reason I care. You're my
long fade, man. The long fade. You got to have at least one long fade on your album. And that one is Feel My Heartbeat. That is track. Technically, that's number 8, but I actually unintentionally skipped number 7, which we'll go back and listen to track 7 here in a second. But this one we just heard, Feel My Heartbeat. That first 2/3 of it, Feel, I've had kicking around in my head for a long time, 10 years maybe. Finally got it down where I liked it. And when I was laying it down, I originally had a drum machine on it. That's a real drummer, but the original thing I was going to do when I was thinking of doing all this myself was a drum machine. I let it go like 2 minutes too long, and rather than just edit it back, I thought, man, I'm going to come up with something else to fill that 2 minutes, and that's where that My Heartbeat came at the end. Was expanding out that time that I had created for myself. So that one is called Feel My Heartbeat. It's actually 2 songs, Feel and My Heartbeat. We put them together. Feel My Heartbeat. Feel My Heartbeat. That's it. All right, let's go on to another one here. And I got to talk about this one. This is one coming up here. Check chat real quick. This is one coming up here. What's up, Cookie Crumbs, Vicky? I'm going to play a song now called Breaking Through. Oh, gosh. Whew. Can I even talk about my damn album without getting crazy? I think I can. You know, I got to get used to this. I got to get used to talking about it. Art's very personal to me. My songs are very personal to me. Whether other people get something out of it, I hope you do, but I don't. That's not why I got this stuff going on. This is something that I needed during this time. So this next one, Breaking Through, I had this sort of melody and this bouncing thing going on in my head for a long time, and probably close to a year now, actually. And I finally put words to it. And the demo I made, the first part of the recording with bass and acoustic guitar, and just kind of a scuffed piano that wasn't anything. And I started thinking, man, this song could be pretty good, but it probably needs professional help. So I called on a friend of mine who plays piano, and he's a sometimes member of the touring version of $1 Million Quartet, and he does the Jerry Lee Lewis stuff in the $1 Million Quartet, and he's such a great piano player. And I got him to, how do I do this? I don't know. I got him to agree to play on the song, and I sent it to him, and he sent me back a piano part, and I cried for 2 days because it was so freaking good. And then, let's see. Get it together here, brother. All right, you got it. And then okay, so now there's this killer part in there. So now I have to take this demo, and I have to get it. You know, I was playing down here, and this guy was playing like, man, you got to come up, and I tried to do that, and so then I called upon Mr. Johnny Longballs to give a go on the drums. And he sent me a drum part that's just great, killer. And the final piece of the puzzle on this next one was my buddy Eric, who appears on a couple other songs on the album. And you can read about that in the credits later. But I wanted a little bit of lead guitar. I wanted something on the call and response. You know, there was a lot of room for stuff to happen. Do 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 da 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 da. So you hear some of that in the song, and I think it turned out pretty amazing. So let's go ahead and hear this now. Sorry for, well, I'm not apologizing for being emotional. I'm an emotional person. I'm going to get as emotional as I want to be. But it's not intentional, it just happens. So here we go. Here's Breaking Through. And, well, take a listen.
Where can we go and what can we do to make the world better for me and for you? We've gone to the edges, the highs and the lows. It's time to move on now, so come on, let's go. We're finally breaking through. I feel the sun is shining too. We're finally breaking through. You know I'm always here for you. We'll empty the chaos, fill the sublime. The smallest of steps, a day at a time. Well, what did we wish for things to improve? So let's get together and get on the move. We're finally breaking through. I feel the sun is shining too. We're finally breaking through. And change is up to me and you. We're finally breaking through. I feel the sun is shining too. We're finally breaking through. I hope you feel the same way too. Climbing the mountain, sliding back down. 'Cause too many smiles got turned into frowns. So empty the chaos, fill the sublime. The smallest of steps, a day at a time. We're finally breaking through. I feel the sun is shining too. We're finally breaking through. I hope you feel the same way too. We're finally breaking through. You know I'm always here for you. We're finally breaking through. I feel the sun is shining too.
Man, that gets me. That gets me every time. I can't believe that people offered that to me like that. Jeez. Can't take it. Almost can't take it. It's so good. Like, I just sent out stuff like, hey man, would you know, play a little something on this song or whatever, but oh man, it was just like, and then you gotta go like, whoa, I have to rise to this occasion. I redid everything after that came in. I once I had the piano and drums, I had to take this demo that I had and just like go farther with it. It deserved it, and it just I can't believe that people would do that on would do that for me on my material. It's unbelievable. That one was Breaking Through. And we've already played Feel My Heartbeat, which would come after that, but you know, I'm getting out of order here a little bit. But I think that's okay, because then you got to get used to hearing them in a certain order. And you can fall in love with your demos, you know. I think musicians do that sometimes. They fall in love with the demo, and so they don't know what it could be you're just kind of hanging out here thinking, okay, this is a pretty good song. It's got a demo. I've got some stuff going on. But man, when somebody gives you this, uh, the human potential. The human potential is endless, and I'm so fortunate to be around human beings and to interact with human beings who can rise to the level that I can only dream about. So it's like, so that pushes me to take my stuff where it needs to be, and it's. I hope the words are. I hope I'm finding the words here, but I'm a very fortunate person to have people help me and do things on a level that are like beyond my expectations. This whole album is beyond the original envisioning. Was kind of a lo-fi thing in my basement. Kind of was the original vision. I was going to have some canned, like some Casio beats and some keyboard kind of things going on to keep the beat. But when you get, but why not use, or at least ask, or at least interact with the people around you who do this stuff all the time? You know, Johnny Longballs was on the drums on that last song, and that guy is amazing. And so for him to actually take a little bit of time, he had his room all mic'd up, and he took time, and he did it, and he sent me the tracks, and it was like, yeah, man, we're going pretty all in on this thing. So Breaking Through is one of my favorites on the record. Okay. The next song I'm going to play, which will be our last, as I get to say in the Paul show, this next one is our last song. I get to say that in the Beatles shows, tribute shows. This next one is called Open Your Eyes. And it's an old song of mine that I decided to redo for this album. And this is the one and only track on the album where I did everything. I had help on all the others, and but this is one. Might as well do one, right? But this is kind of the representative of what the album was going to be originally. But I'm so glad it went where it was going to be. So this is a little bit of almost a bonus track, I guess, called "Open Your Eyes." The alternate title is "When You Open Your Eyes Today," and I wrote this in about, I don't know, 2008 or something. I don't know. I don't remember. But I thought I'd lay it down for this album since I was trying to make an album myself. This is Open Your Eyes Today.
When you open your eyes today, what were you hoping to see? And when you set out to be someone, who were you hoping to be? And when you open the door today, where were you going to go?
Check this out. Here we go. Right here.
Oh, it's more about the journey than it is destination. And we made our connections
ladies and gentlemen, that's a pretty good snapshot of the intent of the album. My name is Dave, Lefty Beetle, and this album is called Passerine Dream. Um, I'm gonna post the album at some point here, but I want to let it get its own wheels under it here for a little bit. But it'll end up on this YouTube channel at some point. And this goes out. The digital version of this album goes out across digital streaming platforms, all the major ones where you get your music or listen to playlists or whatever. It's going out on all those services on May the 3rd. And I'm excited about it. I also have at a site that starts with B and ends in and camp. I will also have ordering information for CDs and vinyl, both of which are currently in production. So it's possible I have CDs in 2 weeks. It's possible I have vinyl in whatever vinyl's taking nowadays, 10 to 14 weeks probably on the vinyl. Say 14 to be safe. That put us the end of summer or beyond even for vinyl. But anyone checking this out on the site that starts with B and ends with and camp, Passerine Dream is the band name. It's got a red bird on it, and that's how you know to find me. I'm Birdman. You know how to find me because all my stuff is going to have birds on it, and that's just the way it is. ENMT30, thanks a lot for coming in and making that nice comment there. Milestone of accomplishments of Van Life Live. Thank you. We went way out of our. Anyone who's just kind of tuning in the last 20 minutes, half hour, whatever, feel free to go back and listen. We streamed a good bit of it, and it is a monumental accomplishment for everything, and everything I do in my life seems to be a monumental accomplishment. I'm in way over my head on everything I ever try to do or end up doing, and but that's the only way to grow as a person and challenge yourself and get better and make choices as you go along. And I learned a lot about patience and choice and humility and talent and so many things I learned about that I keep learning about during these trying times. But we'll be back out on the road before too long, and if you see us at the Scuff Beetle shows, feel free to ask directly or indirectly if you like to hear any of this stuff or if you want to buy it, and chances are we'll be able to hook you up with that. So I appreciate everyone hanging out today, and this is an emotional time for me. Makes me think of all the things that the songs represent and how far we've come, and how we can't do it alone. You guys being the community, I often had thoughts of the community in mind when I was performing my parts for the tracks and then mixing the tracks. I went and had this professionally mixed. Don't think those mixes are mine. I went and had these professionally mixed at a studio, and I'm so glad I did. It deserved it. The songs deserved to be mixed and mastered 100%. I don't fancy myself being a mixer, a mixing engineer, or a mastering person. You got to have help in those areas and just elevate those parts to where they need to be. with all your tricks, your volumes and your reverbs and your compressions and delays and the things that are subtle. Everything's subtle on the album. There's nothing dominating. It's the most of the voices are me, so you're definitely hearing my voice, but you're getting little nuggets of production in there that the more you listen, the more you'll pick out over time. Um, yeah. So so the album starts with the first song I ever wrote in my life, and it ends with, I think that last one was this maybe the second or third song I ever wrote in my life, and this goes back many years. So I bookended the album with things that I've had from the beginning of my songwriting life, and the stuff in between is a few existing songs and a few brand new songs just for this project, just to make a goal of trying to do it. And if anyone's out there thinking, any musician types are thinking about collaborating or want to collaborate and say, man, why didn't you give me a call? Well, to me, I'm like, well, we got the first one out of the way. Let's go. Let's go on the next one. There will be more. I have 35 more songs in various states of whatever. And that's kind of funny too. I don't even consider myself a songwriter or a lyric writer, really, honestly. But I guess I should. I mean, I am. So, that is the doorbell, and that is a package I'm expecting. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to sign off here. Your old pal Lefty Beetle. Go back to the beginning of the VOD if you want to kind of pace through the album. Again, it's Passerine Dream. Passerines is the name of the family name of like songbirds, with perching songbirds. So the perching songbirds, like this, everything, the chickadees, the cardinals, the woodpeckers, a lot of that stuff, a lot of those are passerines. So the name Passerine Dream is very meaningful to me, and a lot of my imagery on the album is going to be birds. So bear with me on that. So, ladies and gentlemen, have a good one. Go back and listen to the other songs if you want, but this thing's going live across all the major streaming platforms on May the 3rd. And with that, I bid you adieu. Thank you. Thank you so much.